Get ready for the only podcast proven to control tartar and fight gingivitis. Nobody likes onions.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to a Sunday fun day. I said no show. You know, learn to read, you know. It says no show. Cancel. I didn't publicize it on Facebook or Instagram or stories or Twitter. I wanted to see how many of you were just trained to come here, like the little idiot monkeys you are. You little spider monkeys, welcome. It's creeping me out. Mad echo on the mic. Great. Morris, I thought we got rid of you last week. What happened here? We had a group discussion that you were too dumb for this show, and I thought we squirted you to the curb. Sheeple. Welcome to program. I don't say the anymore. I've got too much time. I got too much time to say articles. You heard? So I got a very strange situation. We are on high alert tonight. You know, I'm always looking out for people who are trying to kill me or show up at my house and prank me. People may say, Patrick, why do you have so many cameras around your house, you nut? Why do you have weapons in every room? Don't worry about it. Consider this the Home Alone house. Patrick, you're slurring your speech already. Are you drinking? Yes. I might be an alcoholic now. I'm not sure. How do you even know when you start hitting your bitch? Woo. Morris said, I'm a PhD, brother. It's like as if. That already shows how dumb you are. I'm a PhD. It's like, oh, there's never been a fucking idiot PhD ever. There's never been a fucking moron with a PhD before. So that's, wow, you're certified. You can get, you know, they showed a dog get a master's degree online by clicking answers with its paw. They tied a mouse to its paw, and every time it got an answer right, it got to bite off a piece of the mouse. The animal. Shut up, Moody. Moody said people with PhDs are idiots. It's like, I'm not insulting everybody with a PhD. Moody, you're a very intelligent guy. But I think it's like with anything. You know, people are smart about some things and they're idiots about other shit. It's like, Morris, you're hanging out in our chat and you can't understand, like, the dynamic of what goes on here. This is a hate group. This is a hate speech group for old women and their grandchildren. People with PhDs are idiots. No, I'm agreeing with you. Like in general, like you gotta really be passionate about something to give up that much of your life. I'm wish I would have never got the master's degrees, you know? Like, Jesus, what a waste of time. You know, the only thing they're good for is to dig out of the closet and rub them in Bill Burr's face. Other than that, where's the excitement? People with PhDs are stubborn, not necessarily smart. I mean, the entire academic system the entire college system is built, at least in the United States, I'll say this. I can't speak to the university system worldwide, but I can imagine you're only, slightly behind us when it comes to woke culture. And every institution of higher learning here has proven itself to be like the prisons here. They're just businesses who are out to satisfy their customers. And their customers are students. They will take student sides on almost any issue simply because that's where the money is. I'm a PhD. I'm the first person to tell you a few of my professors were astonishingly stupid. Most were extremely intelligent. Oh. People who say woke are bigger idiots. Wow. Sounds like somebody's not very woke. Hey, Moody, get it together if you're going to hang out with us tonight, all right, buddy? It's early. We don't need any of that stuff coming from a brownie such as yourself. I'm being very racist. I've got a situation here, guys. I don't know how we got sidetracked on Moody and how racist he is. We've got a bigger developing situation at my house currently. Some shit could pop off. Matter of fact, I should have cameras up. I got in front of my house right now. There is a man. And I don't know, first of all, if a body is no longer alive, is it considered a man? I guess it's a dead man. This is going to be a hard one. Salute. Drink up, everybody. Have yourselves up. Pour yourselves up. What, it's Sunday night, you losers, Or it's morning if you're on the other side of the goddamn planet. Listen to this. In front of my house right now, this car pulled up at 5:11 p.m. It is now 10:40 p.m. I gotta fix this exposure. This auto exposure is like dimming me in and out. It's tripping me out. This Honda vehicle, CRV or something, pulled up in front of my house. Not right in front of my house, kind of in front of the neighbor's house, really. And no one's gotten out or in. Children have approached. I have this all on video. This is how I know. Children have approached the vehicle on scooter, gotten just as creeped out as me, and turned away, and hopefully run home and tell their parents. Now, what's in the vehicle is startling. It is a man who looks to be methed out of his goddamn gourd, or dead, or both. Behind the wheel. None of the lights are on in the car. The brake lights of the car are on, leading me to believe this guy's gone rigor mortis and he's just waffle stomping that brake pedal. Who knows if this car's even parked? It is running. We are over 5 hours now. And what do you do about a girl like Maria? You know what I mean? What do I do with this? So I'm trying to call the police. I've called Las Vegas Metro Police. I'm trying to call Clark County Sheriff's Office. I don't want to dial 911. It's not an emergency. But this guy could be a corpse. This guy could be a chilled out, dead guy. I took my dog to the dog park. I come back. He's still there. Now, this is where practical people in the chat are now saying dial 311. Done all that. All 311 is a recording telling you to call your local police branch and visit the website if you don't know what that is. So it's stupid. I've called Las Vegas Metro headquarters, my division. I've called. No one will answer. It all just goes to garbage. In my district office, they won't do anything. It says then call 911. But yeah, that is why people call 911. You know, you hear about this all the time. Like people call 911 for non-emergency stuff. And it's like, yeah, it's the only way to get a hold of the cops. Tell them he's damaging property. People tend to actually come when there's property being damaged. Motherfucker, this is Vegas. People are throwing rocks at glass windows on the strip. They don't give a fuck. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. It's probably a married dude looking for a quiet place to whack it. Leave that poor married man alone. No. Again, we're approaching 6 hours. We're 5.5 hours. We're over 5.5 hours. So this guy should be moseying along. And there's plenty of other places near here to go, like, park in solitude should one want to do that. I don't know why you have to be outside my house parked like a fucking midnight creep. You know what I'm saying? For sure. So that is what it is. I've got a busy August coming up. I've got a lot of traveling. Shows will be a little off schedule in August. I may have to go over to Europe. The Edinburgh Fringe is going on. I'm not doing a show at the Edinburgh Fringe this year per se, but I do have a show that I've licensed to someone else, and they're putting it on. It's the second year they've done it there. I get royalties. But also I'm talking to somebody about licensing this show in France now. Yeah, as an ongoing show. So I've kind of, daddy's making moves, making money. But I might have to go talk to this French chick about licensing this show. And I might have to go over to Scotland for like a week. And the flights and the hotels. I mean, it's like $3,000 for a week for a hotel in Edinburgh in August. It's impossible. But it'll be fun to go over there and do. Obviously, if I'm in town, I can do my show while I'm there for the week, which will be great. And I will get more money if I'm in town. I have first rights when I get to town. I get to do the shows and I get to make all the money. Always. I guess we'll never see you in Seattle again. I don't know anybody who books. I'm not really working as a comic much anymore. I might as well be Ty Rivera. Zoom only works in the U.S. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I can bring some sort of mobile setup. I'm just letting you know, like, the normal hours and stuff will definitely be wonk. Although I guess 10 p.m. there would be, 10 p.m. here would be, CF just goes, a man may be dying now about my trip. You guys want me to run up to the window and knock on the window and say, are you okay? This is your big idea? People are getting shot in these streets. Mind your business. Don't play like it takes us hours to find the right. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm looking. Can we get a car watch box on the screen? We probably could. Let me try to zoom in on it. The thing is, he's behind a tree. He's at the very end of my driveway. So it's not going to be great. You're not going to see it great. That's his car. You can't see the license plate. Again, it's night. So this is the farthest my camera can reach. This is 19 times zoomed in. He's still there, though. He's still there. The brake lights are still on. No one's gotten in or out. I went back and watched the full footage from when that car pulled up. He did a U-turn and parked there. So, this guy seems to have his faculties. Is this guy seriously holding a potato up to his camera? Yeah. Do you think I'm putting high res footage of my security cameras? Get out of town. Also, again, it's at the end. There's no infrared light even getting on this shot. Patrick always promises to do mobile shows when he travels, but he never does. That is not true. That's not true. You're a very much a liar, sir. I've done over 40 shows in Edinburgh. It's Josh Denny's Compound Goons. I heard Gretchen and Patrick kissed outside Foxy Girls Strip Club. Is that a real place? Call Metro. I've tried. I called the main number. I've called my district department number. I've tried it all. Good luck, sir. Good luck. Can you call him for me? If you got a cell phone number of like a shift sergeant or something like that, tell him to tune into this stream. I'll blink out my address in Morse code. By the time any of you fucking idiots decode that, I'll be long gone with the jewels. What? What were you talking about? I'm waiting for a video to render. I've uploaded a video to show you guys tonight. And for our main event tonight, let me turn this down just in case this works. Oh, it is going to work. Fuck yes. Okay. That's going to be the icing on the cake of a segment we do later. If we ever get to it, who knows if there'll be time. You guys keep harassing me, getting me off track. So does anybody, where is Edinburgh Mikey here? Can I stay with you in Edinburgh, Mikey? I know you probably don't have a big place, but I'd love to sleep on an air mattress or in your mouth. I heard Patrick had a three-way with Gretchen and Delilah, but got cucked by Big Iris J. I heard, this is true, I heard from another person in the comedy realm that Delilah throws it around. That Delilah gets it in and tries to get with dudes and hits on dudes and is very promiscuous. Now, I'm not judging that at all. You're not sending me anything I haven't seen, man. I've called all the numbers. I've called 4 different numbers. I've called sheriff's departments. I've called 910 just to let them know I was serious about it. Like, if you guys keep fucking around, I'll add one to it, and we can take this up a notch. He's really still out there, though. Why don't you rent out a car and park outside of some dude's house in a totally innocent manner? What is it? What the fuck does that mean? That's cringe, crazy behavior, and we won't be doing it around here. Hey, Morris, you got a yellow card, buddy, okay? Our U.S. listeners have no idea what's happening. Oh, God. I found your Reddit handle the other day. Very sexy shots of younger you with your jokes on stand-up shots. Not going to lie, I painted several walls white the other night with ropes of love. Well, this was an old website we had called What was the fucking website? Anyway, I have the script and the pictures to make that site. Basically, what it would do would take all these childhood photos of me, where I'm just this fat, pudgy, nerded out golf ball. I have glasses like your aunt would wear. And then horrible things I've said on the podcast laid over them, like in meme fashion. Oh, you mean when I get to Edinburgh? You don't know how Edinburgh works. You can't. First of all, renting a car and trying to find parking in Edinburgh would be insane. But no need to get a car. I could probably fly over on miles. The thing is, I'll make money while I'm there, but I'd like to make money. You know what I mean? It's expensive. What is the pound right now to the dollar? Can somebody look that up? What is the dollar to the pound or the pound to the dollar? Like the lime to the lemon, like the lemon to the lime. Did you guys like it when I rapped? Do you want to hear more raps? Because I got to tell you, I'm really in the mood. To just clap on these motherfuckers. I need like trap beats. You guys wouldn't know. You gotta put a little vocal effect. Get it. Oh wait, this is an ad for Apple. Hold on. So the 1 pound is $1.20 US. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. 84 P for $1. That's pretty good, actually. So it's not like it's a bad time to go. This is for Morris Dweck. Yeah. Battletoads. In full effect. Yo, my name is Patrick, sitting back on Sunday cause I'm Patrick. I'm sipping on that Kirkland lean. I'm talking on the podcast machine. I'm sitting here with my chat room. I'm coming to you straight over Zoom. I'm coming to you through YouTube. You can straight up see my boob. It's shaking, money making. With your super chats, I'm buying bacon. Baby, we're trying to hit it. I'm trying to let you motherfuckers get with it. And in the chat room, what do I see? Some little bitty motherfucking kind of dweeb looking on over. And what is his name? Morris Dweck. Sounds pretty lame. It's gotta be fake. He says, I'm a PhD. Oh my God, did you just say that shit to me? Who gives a shit? I don't care about your degree. You need to listen up and you need to listen to me. You don't understand the show and you don't deserve it. I'm gonna come through your phone like syrup. Slither into your ear, infect your brain, motherfucker. I told you, your name sounds lame. Morris fucking Dweck, did your mama fucking name you that? Oh my fucking God, cause my mama fucking named me Pat. That's a name that I've heard before, you know? Not like Morris Dweck, what the fuck? This will make a great show. I'll just go on and on and on and on and on about it. I'm gonna pour another drink and get really sad, but bitch, you need to listen to me. Morris Dweck, you need to give up your seat. It's time to move on. Get out of my chat room. You're bringing the whole fucking thing down. It's kind of like a cloud over the whole sky, and I don't know why. I just gave up. But I think I made my point. First rapper sponsored by Costco, straight out of Kirkland. I like that beat. He's gonna turn this gay soon. He always turns it gay. Come on. I don't always turn it gay. Moody, you don't know me. You don't know what I do. Everything is not always about you. I don't have to turn every rap that I say into some fucking tirade about being gay. I'm telling you, you are my friend. I thought we wouldn't have to go over this again, but if we do, then I want you to drop your pants down. Let me get on my knees and I'll go to town, bobbing and knobbing all over your cock, cause I like to ride it and I like to put a sock on it. It looks like a ghost or a racist dick. I don't really care. I will suck that shit. Give me that. Okay. Come on. Watch this. He's going to try to fuck me by the end. Come on. That was the bet. That was the bet, Moody. He'll try to fuck me by the end of the verse. You know, oh, Morris is going to beat it. You've said that before, and then you always come back again, you little turd. We don't care. Stay, leave. Just be not, just figure it out. Rhyme with Hikmet and become like a god. Hikmet, helmet. All you got to do is rhyme the met. Besides, that's not even his real name. Trust me, I've seen the documents. We have a good one to watch tonight. But we do have some hors d'oeuvres. Would you like to see some tweets I seen? Okay, this has been a wild week. If you're not following our YouTube channel, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell. This helps with the algorithm. You'll find out when we're live. But like the show, hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs down. See how many absolute shits I give. I'm getting communications. Olivia added you to the group Make Money 095. Sounds like somebody's already on the way to getting rich.
Hello, I like money.
All right. So Josh Denny came out of the gate swinging this week saying big announcement. Big announcement. Oh, fucking shit. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. That was very private. Don't copy that URL. Oh, fucking hell. That's going to have to get edited out. Am I right? When you're drunk, you show things you're not supposed to show before they're full screen. Okay. My bad. Josh made a big announcement today with so on Twitter he just goes, I think this is Monday or Tuesday. He goes, big announcement today with Gavin and Ant. Now Gavin and Ant are his best friends. We kind of been over this the past couple of shows. This is how far Anthony Cumia and Gavin McInnes have fallen. They're hanging out with the likes of Josh Denny. Josh Denny is a never was. He got a TV show. It didn't do well. It flopped. He spun that into somehow got canceled for jokes. That's not what happened at all. That's not what happened at all. And now he's like clung on to this canceled comedian persona. This cloak he's thrown over himself, where he pretends to be this canceled comedian guy. Your saving grace is that you're mildly entertaining and funny. But when these guys bring you out on the road show to like show you off, like again, you went out on tour with Nobody Likes Onions. And in between that time, you've done literally nothing. But the whole time you're on Food Network, you're literally doing nothing comedy-wise. Parlay, anyone? Butter. If you get that, that's deep. Yeah, don't even get me started on the Jesselnick stuff and all that garbage. But the point is, now think about how easy it was. Pat Dixon doesn't want to go touring with Ant and Gavin. You think you're up here, like, I made it. I'm Anthony Cumia's only comic. It's like, no. All the other ones are done with him. He's down to the bottom of the barrel, and guess what that is? You. I'm guessing he's the warm-up comic on these shows. No. He was an audience member pulled out of the crowd for a segment. You think he was the warm-up comic for a Comedy Central program? You're out of your mind. Smoke weed every day. So what was the big announcement? You know, Josh always loves to get credit for a joke he told earlier, way later. And boy, does he love to get credit for something he's going to say later. Now. So he had to let him know. Big announcement coming. What was the big announcement? Oh, fuck. What did I do? Comment? Big announcement. Fucking shit. Saturday, September 10th. Censored Live. Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, he has retweeted this countless times. Nobody cares. I can't imagine how many tickets. I would love to go to this. I'm wondering if I should try to pull any strings that I could possibly think of to try to backdoor and get a hold of Anthony Cumia to get a guest set on this show. Or try to get Cumia to come in and do the podcast and talk about Josh. If I was on tour opening for Anthony Cumia and I'm with Pat Dixon, and somebody started calling me out like he's not funny enough to be on tour with you, I would be like, set up the show. Set it up. By the way, Josh, do you want to come on the podcast when you're in Vegas? Or we'll do it live somewhere. All the proceeds go to a charity. Or you. Same. I don't even have to put it on my YouTube. You can put it on your YouTube. God, wouldn't it feel good to get more than 200 hits on something? Been a long time since you talked about me last, I think. Crazy. You know, you're in town. It'd be a shame. Or do I buy a ticket? Would I be welcome to buy a ticket and come? I wouldn't disturb the show. I wouldn't interrupt. I heard Cumia pays $200 a week. No warm-up for these Cumia shows. How does that only have 5 likes? All of it, he has 125,000 followers. He gets a little more interaction than me on everything. And I get nothing. He's retweeted this and retweeted this. No one cares. No one cares. He's doing 4 shows in Dallas. It's a smaller venue. It's like, what's going on? All right, we got motion in the front. Oh, he might have left. Holy shit. Did he leave? Is he listening to the show? Was this a creepy fan? Get Cumia booze, and he's in. When did this guy leave? That would be interesting to like sync up. Hold on one second. We're gonna. It looks like, you remember I said it was 10:40. It looks like at 10:51 he lights up and pulls out. What a weird one. Do you think this was Morris? Are you guys, holy shit. You guys are creeping me out now. They're saying the car was Morris. Yeah, 10:51, he just drives off. Wow. This guy sits here almost 6 hours. I come on the show, mention his name, and he pulls out. Like, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little thrown. Holy fuck. Why do we get so many creeps? Their super location for Vegas show is Ty's Ocha Bar. Can you get Rob and Joe to come in for an Ocha episode and you make that Nina interview look like a mercy killing? Get Rob and Joe to come in. What are you talking about? For an Ocha episode. I don't know what the fuck this is talking about. So I have a stalker now, very clearly. Which is so over the line. And people say, like, Patrick, don't you want you try to find out where Ty lives? It's like, yeah, I want to look it up. I want to laugh at the photos of his house. Or sorry, apartment. He couldn't handle your epic rap. Yeah. Yeah, wow, that's a new one. I might have to really look out for a guy now. So now that I know he's there in the day, I can maybe zoom in and try to get some plates. Because he pulled in before the sun went down, 2 hours before sundown. So I might be able to do a little ubiquity enhance. And get that popping. So we got censored live in Vegas. Is anybody going to be here that day, September 10th, you know? Why not have a giant bomb on September 10th? That way it's overshadowed by September 11th the next day. Right? New episodes of Jink. And by the way, all this, you can see he's retweeted. New episodes of Jinkum with Dixon Flannel Company and Josh Leakak over on Gumroad, where there's 2 fucking subscribers with a 3-star average. It costs $1 a month.
Smoke weed every day.
If it costs $1 a month and you have 2 subscribers, I don't know where all this chat. And by the way, you may be pulling out 100 people at these shows with Kumia. It's Kumia. It's not Josh Denny. Josh Denny is not gaining followers. You can't keep it up, Ginger boy. No, I'm kidding. You can't keep it up. You can't stick to anything. You can't do anything long enough to be successful at it. And again, you keep blaming us like we do something to you, but all we do is watch. You're not doing well. And you're not doing well. Okay. Ty Rivera tweets, just put some fake grass on my balcony for my doggy to go potty on. I want to just say this. First of all, I want you let's just imagine how big Ty's balcony is. He does his show in his living room next to a water cooler. Let's give him 6 by 12. That's a big balcony for him. Let's say it's that. Let's say it goes out 6 foot. It's 12 feet long. It's being generous. That's a room for some tables, some chairs, maybe a small grill. He's buying, let's say he buys himself 48 square foot of grass. Now remember, he's running out of friends. No one wants to watch his dogs anymore. He's known to bring his dog to clubs, bring his dog on the road. He wants you to drive, by the way, if you're opening for him, and he is going to bring his stinky little fudge dog. But now, he's trying to set up a situation where he can leave his dog at home longer, and the dog can just relieve itself outside. This is a laziness move. Now, assuming balcony, he's on the second floor. He's too lazy to go down and walk his dog. So he's putting fake grass out on the balcony, which is going to smell so bad. First of all, as someone who just had artificial turf put down in the entire backyard, the process is grueling. They come and they scoop everything out of your backyard. They come in with all new fresh sand. They come in with this EnviroFill that breaks down urine and stuff, especially for people with pets. They more sand, more EnviroFill. Finally, more sand leveled out, and then they compress this all down. They put down your artificial turf, spike it. Once the artificial turf is all in, they come back with 40 more bags of that EnviroFill shit on top of the turf, and then go over and work it into the turf. You know, you should be able to go years without smelling piss now. You think? Let me tell you what Ty has. The cheapest unrollable grass putting green looking shit, unrolled, and the urine is just puddling underneath it, drying out in this Vegas heat, steaming, reducing, and now Ty's whole entire balcony is just going to reek of bijou drippings. He got a sample and is using that as the potty spot. Yeah, and I'm being generous. He doesn't have 48 square feet of it, I guarantee you. He's got 8. He's got 12. If that. I bet it's a rug. It has, the artificial grass rugs rednecks put outside their trailers. I heard when Patrick was in New Zealand with Moody, he didn't know how to use the Keurig and then defecated all over the ottoman. What? Holy shit. Moody doesn't have a Keurig. He's a very sophisticated boy. He has a full espresso maker. Denny's Gumroad bio says he's canceled, but he's also the Food Network host of a Food Network show. Which is it, Josh? Yeah, just 120 degree piss. You get a piss pad in his kitchen like Brian Redband. Is that true? That's gross. So, and then, again, it's not even like doing it. It's like the instinct to go to Twitter and tell everyone you did this is fucking nuts. Just put some fake grass on my balcony for my dog to go potty on. That and because I'm gay and it looks nice. So now he thinks fake. Again, picture this grass. It's Kelly green. It looks fake as fuck. You know it does. Bijou is going to be launching shits over the balcony. Yeah. Look, man. Oh, and because I'm Mexican and every once in a while we need to feel like we're landscaping. But yeah, shrug emoji. This guy, man. Whew. Why would he launch the shits over? That's what I don't understand. Tommy Finton also got a new grass patch outside his door. Just got me a new doormat. What do you think? And if you zoom in, you will see that this is a mouse pad. And he's also decided to put it over his neighbor's rug. I love that he didn't. He's like, if you're gonna put it over your neighbor's rug, center it in your door frame. But also, look how close 3 of these doors are. He's got a neighbor's door here, his door, and then another neighbor's door. Imagine looking at your peephole. Tommy's just standing in the middle of the doorway, filming. By the way, Tommy's got 42 likes on this. So, hey, Josh, you're lagging. Anyway, that looks great. Good job, Tommy. Ty said, I'm not good at Photoshop, but I did have fun with this one. Check it out. Oh, and in case you don't know, it's about Dave Chappelle's theater show getting canceled and how LGBTQ need to speak out now. So he's writing a week-old news story, a week late, and he's taking his first shot here ever into making a thumbnail like mine, if you really think about it. Now, not saying I've come up with that style, the 2 heads, but he's never done this before. God, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, no, we may have lost it again. We did it. If you haven't been following Ty's, you should get a better vape. I don't vape. Nothing's coming out of this. This is just oral. Fucking around. I'm not using a vape. Vapes are gay. And not something that we're into anymore. The Ty, Denny, Tommy trifecta cursed the system. What is the system? Be more specific. It was the hacker Morris. Do you think he was getting on my Wi-Fi pretending to be dead? Practice rolling your R's that fuck off. Ooh. So he's photoshopping. Should we try it again? These covers. Really, really trying to. And again, look how off his eyeball tattoo is. This is nuts. Ty Rivera retweeted, it's absurd the amount of emotions you can feel about someone who deserves absolutely none of your emotional energy. Put this under posting your L's as far as I'm concerned. You're admitting that you don't have control over your emotions. Someone who doesn't deserve your time or energy is consuming your energy. A lot of it, sounds like. Now, by the way, that could be me. It could be whoever you're sucking off behind a gas station this year. Ooh. It doesn't matter, but you shouldn't post this like it's a win. This is what sick people do. Okay? Well, let's see what we have. Ty's latest post. What's great about Ty's Twitter is he gets no interaction. Really? Is that true? I don't know if that's. I don't really care. He has Facebook reels that he posts. If you've seen them, he has been on this adventure to like really take advantage of YouTube stories, shorts, making all these shorts, making tons of shorts, but they're all just nonsensical hot takes on. It's like you forget that you're not good at takes. We've watched whole hour podcasts of yours where you have nothing original to say, nothing funny to say. So what is your take? It's like Dave Chappelle shouldn't have been kicked out of that theater and the LGBTQ need to lighten up. It's like sassy clapback at the LGBT. It's so played out, dude. His brand is like, it's like Josh Denny. Like, what can we try this week? He's got another post. This is the humdinger. Vegas count. Hold on, I need a drink. Vegas comics create content. You live in the perfect city to have a fan base come to you. You live in a city where you don't have to do the road because the road can come to you. Don't bother feeding into the hamster wheel that is the local scene. Sure, do Fitzy and Friends, Fun Day shows as workout rooms, but understand those shows really mean nothing. So, Ty's talking about Fitzy and Friends is a produced professional show. Sunday Funday is an open mic with a booked guy, I guess. You know, these aren't even comparable, first of all. But Ty saying that other people's show mean nothing is so fucking delusional and tone deaf. Outside of the Vegas, those names mean nothing. Not clowning, not talking shit. Just saying because I see so many comics caring about what and when they should be creating their own thing instead of asking for approval. To be that mean outside of this city. Take some of your most respected comics on the local scene. Mention their names in any major city. They will have no idea who you're talking about. And the level of talent you're asking approval from are open micers anywhere else. It's like, I will put my name up against Ty Rivera's in any city. Let's go. Let's just ask 10 random comedians in 10 cities across the states. The audience picks them. Have you heard of Patrick Melton? Not good, bad, seen, whatever. Have you heard of Patrick Melton? No. Have you heard of... I'd really do that. Oh, okay. And he said big... Okay, let's do it in the big cities. Because I've never seen you work in Atlanta. And I've never seen you work in Columbus. Let's do the big cities. I've never seen you in Minneapolis. You know, I've seen you plenty in San Fran and in the deserts of California in tents with no lighting or mics. I've seen you a lot in Arizona bars. But I've never seen you in Houston or Dallas. I've never seen you in San Antonio. I've never seen you in Milwaukee. I've never seen you in Chicago, Tampa, Orlando, Miami, New York. A couple comics that heard of you in Australia, they told me horror stories. It was great. One producer said he'll never work in Australia again. Whew. Let's do the contest. If he pays me $5,000, maybe. It's like, okay. Oh, okay. I know some of those names, people try to talk shit about me, but I'm respected by big comics and known in major cities. So I don't care, and I would not steer you wrong. No. Ty never has fallen out with anybody. He's a straight shooter. But look at all the people who comment on his threads, you know? It's all the biggest names in town. Oh, wait, nobody's. I know some of the same people try to talk shit about me, and I'm respected by big comics and known in major cities. So I don't care, and I would not steer you wrong. If you don't like Unbothered, create your own podcast. It's like, what? Thanks, I guess. Trust me on this one and take advantage of your location. Oh, and watch the latest Unbothered by Rivera. I'll remind you not to overvalue yourself. It's like, this whole thing is like great content. Make a fan base come to you. It's like, holy shit. You couldn't get anyone to come out to a show. No one. Poor D. Burdett had to come in and make centerpieces for your shitty fantasy residency. Good news, guys. Well, I'm going to be running for 3 months. Whatever happened, you never announced that wasn't happening. You never announced we're canceled. You never announced, hey, we won't even be back next week, much less in 3 months. Everything you do is L after L after L, bro. The idea that you even sit and spend the time to type this up, to put out into the universe, as if anyone is not taking this as a lull. How does he pay rent? I don't get it. He probably fucks dudes for money. Like, I'm not being... He's done it before. There's allegations. He still does it. Where else does the time go? It's all Ty all the time, like a train wreck you can't stop watching. He had 6 people at Ocha. Not comparable. Ocha is at a bar, and the other's at a bar. They're not comparable. Fitzy and Friends show, like, it's a real audience paying attention. Nobody's screaming and trying to win a costume contest. It's not open micers. It's booked comics. They're very different. Again, CF, why don't you go join Dweck? My driveway's got plenty of room for plenty more cars. Line them up. You better kill me the first fucking time, I'm telling you. I don't have time. I don't have time. I have cancer. Just one of the most embarrassing posts. All right, I thought we'd end on a funny one. Saw this one. Posted in a story, our buddy Butch Bradley. You tell me the cringiest part of this. We'll watch it through one time first before we break it down. Butch Bradley, Vegas' funniest comedian.
2, 1.
Ryan's Barbershop, Jersey's best. This is Butch Bradley's solicitation for more gel. I love you, Ryan. Can I please have some more?
Okay. A lot of breakdown. A lot of breakdown here. Where do we start? We got Butch Bradley. Great shape for a man of his years. Begging on stage at the LA Comedy Club for hair gel. Yeah, hey, CF, that's my fucking point, ass clown. They're not comparable. I love that I'm like, they're not comparable, and you're like, one's in a bar and the other one's in a bar, idiot. And I'm like, they're not comparable shows. And you're like, well, one pays and one doesn't. So yeah, one's going to be better. It's like, how much can a guy flip-flop and still think he's winning? A minute ago, you said they're both at bars. As if to say they're all the same. Now you're fighting me to tell me that they're different, not comparable? That was my point, dummy. Why do we have to do this every week where we have to wait 7 minutes for CF to catch up with everyone while he deludes himself into thinking we were catching up with him? Why? Why do we have to do this every fucking week with this guy? Keep up, motherfucker. Did he get the hair gel, though? Did he get the hair gel? I got to watch it again. Stupid CF.
2, 1.
Ryan's Barbershop, Jersey's best. This is Butch Bradley's solicitation for more gel. I love you, Ryan. Can I please have some more?
So, yeah, you can have more. We sell it. This is a small business, by the way. And Big Shot Butch Bradley needs him to send him free hair gel for what's left up there. It's like, how out of it is everybody? You've seen social media, right? You know you can clip off the 3, 2, 1 at the beginning. This is a solicitation for more hair gel. It's like, how long have you been in a salsa eat salsa world? Hey, come open for me. I'll give you 6 months of free salsa. My girlfriend whips it up. She doesn't charge me. I can get you free. Do you like the spicy kind? Help yourself to some chips too, brother. Is this how you think the world works? We're all going around trading for gel and salsa? Hey, by the way, I'm so famous, but another guy who's like deluded about how social media works. Hey, you guys send me free hair gel. I'll shout it out on my Insta reels. It's like, oh, the ones where you post out of it photos and videos all the time, where you get no interaction and no one follows you. Oh my God, people will probably switch hair gel providers. I bet you sold no's of jars of it. Zeros full. Imagine putting this out. Yeah, this looks good. Let's print it. Let's
2, 1.
Ryan's Barbershop, Jersey's best. This is Butch Bradley's solicitation.
By the way, all we know is it's Brian's Barbershop in New Jersey. It's like, okay. Where? Fucking West Orange or Atlantic City?
Barbershop, Jersey's best. This is Butch Bradley's solicitation for more gel. I love you, Ryan. Can I please
This isn't how you order. We have a Shopify.
have some more?
Hey, Butch Bradley. I'm a comedian who worked at your comedy club in 2015, and you've never paid me for headlining. Could I have my money? You're worried about free fucking gel. Pay comics what you owe them. You piece of shit. Fuck this guy. Begging for free gel, paying comics in salsa, while he's a fucking thief. Fuck him. And he's funny. I like him as a comic. It's too fucking bad, Butch. Jesus, is this guy a fucking idiot? Out of it, idiot. Could I please have some more hair gel? I don't know, pay your debts. Oh, boy. What are you sending me? Stop sending me things in the middle of shows. What is this? Hey, I don't need this kind of stuff. What? I can Google Ryan's Barbershop if I wanted to know where they were. No. I need to send this. Don't you do radio? Like real radio? Justin? Also, I won't send him a link to his Instagram. I'll screenshot it and send him a photo. No, he sent me like a photo of Ryan's Barbershop Instagram, but it's like, I don't, who cares? You don't think I could have found that? Should we wanted it? That's Butch Bradley, everybody. He's with it. He knows what's up. Funniest comic in Vegas. Ladies and gentlemen, I discovered this gem released about last year. It's got 9 thumbs up. It's got 126 views. It's called Next Week Tonight Live with Josh and Gavin. 126 views. It's a year old. It's got chat replay, which is going to be dope. We can watch how many people watch this live and see what the Josh Denny Gavin magic is, you know? These guys are slaying shows together, live, uncensored TV. Let's see how the chemistry is. And let's see how the fans react, more importantly, in the chat. I bet they go nuts. Is he allowed to use footage from his Food Network show?
Hey everybody, welcome to
Don't you love it? Out of the gate, when the production level of the intro is stellar, and then it fades in and it's like, oh, this is in some guy's shitty apartment, and he doesn't know how to do video or audio. It's like, holy shit, we've already missed the mark.
Next Week Tonight Live. We're coming to you here after season 1 to recap some of our favorite moments. And of course, we couldn't do it without the one and only Big Boss himself, Mr. Gavin McInnes. How's it going, man?
Fantastic, Josh.
And then this is the shot. This is their 2x2 side by side. It's like all this top white is dead space. All this bottom white is dead space. And everything here over to here in the middle is dead space. But these guys think it looks great. Look, Gavin thinks he looks great.
Josh, thanks for having me on this recap. I'm
Everyone sounds like the worst version of a wax cylinder.
excited to go through all of these clips that the community has chosen. And by community, I mean you.
Yes.
Chat room's empty, everybody. What community?
Being, the majority in an individual.
These are Josh Denny's favorite Josh Denny moments.
You know, I did I did solicit the feedback of a couple of my friends. Does that count as not being entirely narcissistic?
No, because the ones you didn't like, you said nah.
Yeah, that is true. There were ones that I did not like. I asked you, I said, Gavin, do you have any clips? And you said, I don't watch that fucking piece of shit.
Did you hear what Gavin said too, by the way? He said, these are Josh Denny's favorite moments of Josh Denny. Nobody wanted to do this. Josh was like, should we do a clip show? I've done 7 episodes. Josh has a real complicated relationship with like what an episode or a season is. He'll tell you his Food Network show, you know, was like, well, we had 3 seasons, but if you ask like Breaking Bad, it was half a season. It's like, you don't get to do 6 episodes and call it a season. Just because you ate 6 months of food, it's not a season.
There'll be plenty of time for me to watch it when I'm in jail.
Oh, that'll be good. What do you mean when you're in jail? Is there something brewing? You planning on going back?
Well, I have kind of an announcement to make. I have got involved in dealing illegal
Major
test
motion
for diabetics.
pictures.
So I got caught, and I'm going to be going away for a little while.
Oh, I see. I didn't even know that was a thing. Illegal test strips for diabetics.
Yeah, they fell off the back of a truck, and these things are really expensive. So I was giving them out for a much cheaper price, and the old big pharma don't like it.
Yeah, they tend to not like it. You know, they don't like other people's racketeering interfering with their racketeering.
Yeah. So
this is Josh Denny now. He's like a big anti-establishment, against corporate greed. You know, it's like this guy never talked about any of that shit. But now he's got a lot to say about it. He's got to step into this role. He's got to fill the shoes of this right-wing pundit now.
Fuck them. They can't take a joke.
Yeah. And also, are you guys really going after pee strips? Are they pee strips? Because that's funnier.
Okay, then they're pee strips. Whatever helps the bit.
Yeah. Just, these we got these piss strips. Is that you illegal
This is
piss
a great
strips?
bit.
Fantastic.
That's a good name for a band, Illegal Piss Strips.
Yeah, a little punk band action.
Yeah. No, it's like a Enya band, and they hate their name. But it's true. They have 300,000 followers on Twitter. They can't. I always feel that way with Pearl Jam. Does Pearl Jam like the fact that their name is Cum?
Is that what the name was intended to be?
Well, they claim no. They claim like their Nona made delicious strawberry. Bullshit. It means
it's gonna go
cum,
bad.
and that's your fucking name. You're the Cum band. That must suck.
They do
It goes
sound
bad.
like music
It goes bad.
that would be played while someone comes.
They sound like cum too, like coagulated. And
I mean, we're already. This is where we're at already.
Yeah, that sounds like how we would sing if we had just gotten done blowing
This sounds like it was filmed on dial-up.
dudes.
Or more specifically, Josh, if jizz itself was a sound, it would sound like Pearl Jam.
Isn't it a sound? I thought it was a sound.
Get ready.
Mine just goes. Nah. That's
I
it.
was at the pub last night, and this guy's leaving. He was gay, and the bartender goes. He probably was leaving because I walked in, but he goes. The bartender goes, "I thought you were sticking around," and he goes, "Nah, just a spurt." And he goes, "So just a couple beers?" He goes, "Yeah, a big spurt. I gave you a big spurt." And I'm like, a guy with a gay accent is gonna say, "I gave you a big spurt," and we're just letting that go.
Spurt.
Okay,
Just gonna let it slide.
thanks, woke culture. You've killed another funny quip.
I've got a real problem with that. It's just there's so much low hanging.
So he's bringing
I
up
know.
And I'm not talking about transgenders. I'm just saying.
some gay guy in a bar said, he said, "I gave you a squirt, a spurt." And you can't even make a joke about that anymore. Oh, so many great jokes can't even. It's like, I can't even believe you're bringing this up. Like, if this did come up in a restaurant organically, imagine bringing it, like, oh, bring that up on the podcast about spurt. Because the guy said spurt. And, like, normally we'd be able to, like, scream out a gay joke. But now you can't. So this woke culture has ruined so many great jokes. Because you couldn't accost a man over using a word you think is gay. Like, this isn't one to fight for, guys. Roger also makes a good point. This is fucking stupid. Everyone know cum sounds like a trombone. Yeah. That is probably true, though. Well, that's a foghorn. Mine is like
General,
that.
in society now, there's a ton of low-hanging fruit that people just don't touch because they're afraid they're going to lose their HR job.
Bitch,
Yeah.
you are a
Okay, guys, we won't
low-hanging
make fun of
fruit.
you. I'm not even sure they want that. I mean, isn't it?
That's a great name for Ty's first album. Low Hanging Fruit by the homunculus that is Ty Rivera. And then it's him dangling from a tree. And like everybody he's stolen a joke from down underneath trying to pick him. I don't know. You work with it.
That what that voice is for? Comedy? Like, it's not meant to be in the Supreme Court. Okay, you guys, this is serious. I'm like, everything is like not everything is not allowed, but like murder is like no way. No one is supposed to take that accent seriously, so let's make fun of it.
Of course. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I always have said when I first moved to LA and you start meeting with like agents and stuff, they're like, so you're gonna act, right? You can't just do comedy. There's no money in that. So you're gonna be an actor. And you're like, okay, and then you go on these auditions and they're like, hey, could you play gay?
I really, you tell me if I'm wrong, Josh, but I don't think you had an agent in LA until 2012, 13, 14. And you moved to LA years before I did. So all these timelines and all these stories just, it never quite adds up. You know what I mean? He's done quite a number on his experiences and how his career's gone and the trajectory. And it's just like, I don't know. It'd be like me pretending I'm on top right now. Like, weird. Are you not in the same reality we're all doing? Was this before? Was the agent before or after the plane crash? Yeah, that's a great. That plane crash bit.
And I'm like, I don't think I'm that good of an actor. I will crack up the entire time.
I want to get now. We all know Josh can be funny off the cuff. By the way, he's watching. I know he's watching. Josh, do you want to just call in and like, we'll have a real you have my word. You get all the time you want to say all the words. You know, no cutting off over here. Why don't we just end it? Why don't we do it in Vegas, September 10th? And bury the hatchet. Maybe it's time. You know, maybe this has all been a big misunderstanding. It doesn't make sense. Look. Nobody's coming for your Gavin McInnes career. I'm perfectly happy over here. But Josh, I'd really like you to call. I know you're watching. That's what's crazy. You could do any episode of your show, jinx them. I don't know if it's even live. I couldn't even tell you if it's live or pre-recorded. And if you said, Patrick, I know you're watching, you'd be wrong every time. Every time. But it must boil you. And by the way, do you make Netta watch it too? Do you throw it up on the TV in the living room? She wants to watch something fun Sunday night. She's got to go back to her day job tomorrow. You got to go back to the Uber grind bright and early. She wants to throw on a real program, you know? Maybe Nathan Fielder's new recreational docuseries, The Rehearsal on HBO Max. But no, Josh is like, do you mind if I put on Nobody Likes Onions? And she's like, why? Fuck that fat, stupid sack of shit. And he's like, they're gonna say things about me. Yeah, I mean, it's the internet. You get haters on Twitter all day. Why does what this fat idiot thinks of you matter? He doesn't. I could see him telling the I'm trying to just antagonize him to call in. It probably won't work. But honestly, I would love to have a conversation. You can roast the fuck out of me, just like I just did to you. It's fun. It's fun. Like the old days. Is Netta Gaby single yet? No, I don't think so. Isn't she an actress? I think she's like a famous actress now. Netta Gaby. Remember she was like... Oh, that's a lot of names. There's a lot of Gabies. Netta Gaby. Oh, Mangria wine commercial. Looks like she did a little Mangria wine short. Maybe.
Hey, buddy. I heard you fucked my wife.
What you gonna do about it?
Hey, man, have a mangria. Well, this is delicious.
Mangria, motherfucker.
What is she doing here?
That's her.
Serving a drink from Adam Carolla.
So they tried to win some commercial contest.
That stuff's really good. Dying to try some.
I'm just saying.
Nettiger bonk bonk. That's her.
I hear that stuff's really good. Good. Dying to try some.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna get some.
Don't you dare.
It's your guys' first date, man. What are you doing?
I'll have a mangria, please.
Coming right up, cowboy.
Again, do you hear the sound on this? It's like, who does all the sound for the Weird Fellas in Nob Hill? It's just the most hissing garbage. It's also like all one frequency. It'd be super easy to remove. Do you hear this?
Hey, fellas. It's good.
Mangria. Have some fucking mangria. Have some fucking mangria. Have some fucking balls.
Wow.
This is a lot of the same stuff from the last tasting.
Well, what's wrong with trying everything a second time?
Isn't that Adam Carolla's wine?
Oh, please. What could that troglodyte possibly know about wine?
Ugh, don't embarrass yourself. You're a millionaire.
I'll have a mangria. Oh, que estén! Stacore! Yeah, all right.
Whew. I'll have what she's having. I'm still confused about how hot Denny's girlfriend is. Well, she turned him down for like a year and he kept hounding her, and then I think she's got Stockholm syndrome. Just an idea. So, look, you know, Josh can sit here and riff with Gavin Daddy all night long. What we'd like to hear is the prepared, written jokes. This is where Josh Denny shines. He fancies himself a writer, creator, producer, content god. So I'd like to skip forward to the produced bits. Oh, there was one. Here we go. And remember, he's recapping the best bits here, so this should be great.
Who aren't subscribers, it's censored, can get a feel for the show. I always advertise it as the most savage clip show on the internet.
The most savage clip show on the internet. The audio sucks. The video sucks. My takes are never clean. The editing is off almost always. Savage, bro. Savage. This tells me that you're surrounded by not a talented individual in your circle. Watch how these are edited and put up. Watch his writing and performance. He thinks he's great. He thinks he's burning them. It's like, okay. Oh, fuck.
And you know, that's kind of it is. Somebody said we should have named.
I bill it as the most savage clip show on the internet, and that's what kind of it is.
It Josh.0.
Yes, I agree.
Josh.0.
Better name. I'm like, I feel like, what did we say in the beginning? What was the electronic band?
Piss illegals.
Illegal piss strips. Yeah. I'm in that same boat. But I made all the graphics. Tune into season 2 when we rebrand the entire thing, like my podcasts. But speaking of children,
just making jokes about all his fucking failed labors.
It brings me to my first clip with I think this is from episode 11 from season 1. It's always a fun time to close it on a down note. And in tragic news this week, TV personality Nick Cannon lost his son Zen to an early brain tumor at only 5 months old.
And by the way, don't adjust your set. The audio is completely out of sync with the video. I mean, over a second. It couldn't be more out of sync. It's like, again, is anyone watching it before it goes up? Does anyone give any fucks? And by the way, this is paid content. They pay to have this content up. Jesus Christ.
Now, Zen is survived by Nick Cannon, his mother, Alyssa Scott, and his 472,000 half-brothers. Nick, put your cannon away! Talk about a gentleman who needs birth control. My God.
Yeah, he really gets out there. And he's very proud of it, too. That's like,
he is.
This is so out. The whole show's out of sync now. Are you seeing this? People are saying Sega CD looks better. This is editing 101. It's all out of sync now. Holy fuck.
472,000.
Oh, wow. It's back. Hold on. Here we go.
Following is a conversation
What
with
the
Joe Rogan.
fuck, Lex Friedman?
472. I feel like, what did we say in the beginning? What was the electronic band?
Piss illegals?
Illegal piss strips. Yeah. I'm in that same boat. But I made all the graphics.
All right, here we go.
Tune into season 2 when we rebrand the entire thing, like my podcasts. But speaking of children, it brings me to my first clip with I think this is from episode 11 from season 1. It's always a fun time to close it on a down note. And in tragic news this week, TV personality Nick Cannon lost his son Zen to an early brain tumor at only 5 months old. Now,
Okay,
Zen is
maybe that was a
survived by Nick
YouTube
Cannon,
glitch.
his mother, Alyssa Scott, and his 472,000 half-brothers. Nick, put your cannon away! Talk about a gentleman who needs birth control. My God.
Yeah.
Hey, you might think it's rude after his kid dies, but remember, this is the most savage clip show on the internet. Okay, so get with it.
He gets out there. And he's very proud of it, too. That's like,
He is.
He says it's his culture.
He's like, I dump loads in everything. And by everything, I mean anything white, even though white people are a different race and they're inherently evil.
Yeah, you can't really have an intimate relationship with 30 kids you don't see more than once a week. Sorry, that's not really the point of spreading your seed. Spreading your seed.
Guys, they're 10 minutes in. Let's check out the chat. Nothing. Not one anything.
It's like, I want to hang out with my sons. Not like I probably have sons all over the fucking place. Like George Floyd. I saw this news segment where
wow,
these two kids were like, we were watching the news, and then our mama goes, that's your daddy. We didn't know.
That is not real. Tell me that's not real.
It's two 21-year-olds in Texas. A male and a female, brother
That's
and
your
sister.
daddy.
They're like, that's your dad on TV there. It's not really what nature was planning when they set all this up.
What a way to find out, by the way.
I think it just went backwards, the view count. I swear to God, I blinked, so I don't remember if it was 126. I thought it said 128, and it's jumped back to 126. Can you unwatch a video? And yeah, Dumbass says it's from episode 11 when it clearly shows episode 7. What an express lane to George Floyd. Oh, yeah. Everything has to be like a funnel to some right-wing talking point.
I found. Did you meet your biological father?
Did you guys like that? Checking out the chat?
Murdered.
If I want to know who my dad is, I just look at the guy in the bar who looks like me with AIDS and who keeps saying, can we go home? I'm pissed.
Right.
That's my dad.
Yeah. I think I know that I grew up around too many drunks because anytime I try to do an Irish accent, it becomes Scottish. which happens to the Irish when they get too fucking drunk.
Please do it.
Yeah, that's the original Scottish accent. Is a drunken Irishman.
Yeah, that's and all the Irish I grew up around are all Protestant, so they have that weird north.
Josh and his rich history with the Irish and Scottish languages. Oh yes, my friend.
An Ireland accent.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's not called an Ireland accent.
That's nice.
Yeah. That makes me think of that movie Belfast. Did you see that yet? I want to.
Fuck.
No, I did hear the Irish in the bar talking about it, though, or more importantly, Americans talking to the Irish people in the bar, saying, "Have you seen it?" And of course, none of the Irish people have. But
I wonder if white people did that when Precious came out. If they would just go down to their local chicken place.
Hey,
and be like,
Jesus Christ!
Woman, have you seen the movie about you? It makes you guys look human.
I'm making this tolerable. Hit like if you get a chance, okay? Like the show, subscribe and hit the notification bell and get notified when we do live shows. But please hit like; it helps the YouTube algo. Thanks.
Did you know this, Josh? Gabrielle Subadade, or whatever her fucking retarded name is.
Wow,
is one of the funniest, coolest chicks in the world that we would love to hang out with.
She's amazing. Yeah, I've watched her on podcasts. She's hilarious.
Yeah, she's really cool, really raunchy, really.
Wow, who would have thought? Because we're so racist. She's black and fat. We just thought she'd be a nightmare and would club us over the head and ask for chicken while going ooba dubba ooba dubba. That's what they're literally saying. It's like, who would have thought she's actually pretty cool? It's like, I don't know. She's a person, so 50-50, I guess.
Offensive. She did a sketch with Jimmy Kimmel where she played Black Hitler, and she refused to take off the costume afterwards and wore it for like the next 20 hours. Went out with it, went home with it.
Did you guys watch that Joe Biden interview with Jimmy Kimmel? How embarrassing was that? It's so cringe. It was like at the height of like the gas and the war and everything, and he's just like, just such a softball, nothing nudge of an interview. I watched Andrew Schultz's new special, Infamous. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was anywhere near one of the best anythings ever. Seems like he's gonna make $5 million on it. That's crazy. He's selling it for $15. I don't think it's worth that. So they've showed one clip 12 minutes in of the best of this show. So let's check the chat. We're still nothing. All right, good. I don't want to miss any jokes from their funny audience. Comics usually have the funniest audiences. If the crowd, if the guy's funny on, then the audience will be funny too, because funny attracts funny. So with all these quips and stuff, and again, this is a best of show, we're going to expect to see some real zings in this chat.
Jimmy Kimmel's wedding as the bride and walked down the aisle.
That's amazing.
Old people got pissed off and little kids cried. She sat and they held hands at the front of the altar.
Yeah, she was oh my God, there she is behind you as Black Hitler.
So it looks like she's my backup in some sort of Marvel action film. Oh yeah? You fucked with the wrong guy. Get him.
Gavin, I imagine that's the suit of armor you climb into when you have to do battle with Antifa.
This is actually my soul. This is what I look like on the outside. This is what I look like on the inside.
I thought it was your Hulkbuster suit. You just climb in that. The next time Antifa protests an event.
I don't know. How bad's the glare on mine?
Yeah. You can't.
I try to do everything pretty matted down.
You've compartmentalized the part of you that can Hulk, so now you got to climb inside Gabrielle Sidibe to do battle.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the drywall in my basement, but I can Hulk out. All right,
Yeah.
Let's skip ahead to the next
the
bit.
Mexicans have to do.
Here we
somehow.
go.
Talking about one of the very famous movie franchises that actually Joe Rogan got into a lot of trouble talking about recently.
For people who don't know, the show's called Next Week Tonight. It's basically like he's making up the headlines that are going to be in the news next week. They have to be ridiculous because, you know, he's trying to basically snake the Babylon Bee in a really low key.
With the cinemas back open and everyone excited to get back into the theater, next week they're going to check out the third installment in the King Kong trilogy.
What happened to the beard here? Hey, Moody, I don't know if you're still here, but we're going to need you to get out your pen and level. What's going on? I feel like these two stripes are crazy. And by the way, do the same to me by all means. I feel like there's a lot of hair over here and nothing here. I don't know. Moody, can you screenshot this one and have a look for us in the lab? Or somebody? I need to know what we're looking at here. Maybe we zoom in. Is he getting grays? Are all those in the front gray? I guess it's not as bad as it looked, but this side is way puffier. And this is crooked. It's not great. Let me go back and hear this bit.
Out they've been talking about recently. We'll take a look. With the cinemas back open and everyone excited to get back into the theater, next week they're going to check out the third installment in the King Kong trilogy, Jungle Cruise. In this one, King Kong drives a boat. He drives the shit out of that boat.
Well, it was Planet of the Apes that he got in trouble with, right?
Oh yeah. Did I say King Kong? I think I meant Planet of the Apes, and I said King Kong. Listen.
What the fuck? We're on clip 2, and your jokes are making no sense. We're on clip 2 of your best of. I meant to make a different racist joke. Ah, man. Did I say the wrong thing and then listen to it over and over and over again and still pick it as one of my best ever? Ah, man. The joke made no sense and I still picked it as one of my best of? Ah, man. It's like, this is so cringe. And Gavin couldn't care any less. These things in, he's just like, yeah, that was something.
None of that.
Well, you look at that.
Kong returns again. As if this is what I loved about the Joe Rogan thing is when he was like, it certainly wasn't racist, but it sounded like it. I go, that's a terrible defense, Joe. How about you just go, it was racist, but it was a joke, and it is hilarious.
Yeah, it's racist to imply that a black neighborhood is similar to Planet of the Apes because you're implying that the black people look like apes.
Yes.
He should have said it was a racist joke. It wasn't a terrible racist joke. It was okay.
I mean, the thing that I think is hilarious about it, which I love.
Oh, good. Tell us.
Comedy that does this is I love that, like, he doesn't have to say why it's offensive or he doesn't have to like immediately everyone just goes, we know what he means. And that means that the joke is both funny and works. And it's based on a stereotype that everybody immediately understands.
So, okay, you know how we just looked at a CGI movie with ants in it? Say there was a kid's CGI movie with crackers, and it was little crackers with faces on them and little legs, and they had a movie called Planet of the Crackers that everyone liked to watch, and a black guy was saying...
So, like, he's literally equating apes with race. So they have a movie called Planet of the Apes. What if they had a movie called Planet of the Crackers? It's like... That's not what they're doing. Like, Jesus. Whew.
So we went to see it in Stamford, Connecticut, and we get out of the train, and shit, we went to see Planet of the Crackers. We were in Planet of the Crackers.
Yeah.
And you would go, haha, that's an amusing racist joke that I don't mind at all. And you should only expect fairly good jokes on podcasts. It's not going to be polished, as the comedians like to say. So the fact that there was this massive controversy. Oh, and by the way, immediately after, he goes, that was a racist joke. I shouldn't have said that. And then qualified it with a bunch.
This feels divisive. Right? This feels a little divisive. Let's go to the chat. Let's see what the chat. Oh. Fuck. All right. Well, I guess maybe they'll probably later they'll have
A bunch of other the black people there were awesome, and putting them on a pedestal like there's some sort of wonderful magical elves and fairies.
Well, that's one of the cinematography's or the world of cinema's biggest criticism is the concept of the magical Negro, which is to me one of my favorite parts of movies.
But yeah, and that's Joe Rogan's politics. If you really want to get into how he feels about blacks, he's like most people in LA, which is, I think they're magic. Like not
Wow.
equal, but better than, and wonderful, and so muscular, and they gleam in the night with sweat. The weird fetishization that's I find really boring. So if Joe Rogan has a problem with racism, it's that he likes blacks too much.
Yes. Yeah. When I've been hitting some local spots lately, working on new material, getting ready for doing some shows. And I did a spot last Monday. And I was talking about the retarded Victoria's Secret model. And in the bit, I talk about of course I'm going to get into this because I'm already canceled. Like, what are they going to do?
Yeah,
shut me down for this one. And then I go, and then somebody was like, "What were you canceled for?" And I go, "You should see what I say about the blacks." And everybody got real tight. And I was like, "Yeah, he says that they're regular people and we should treat them like everyone else." The horror. And that means making fun of them incessantly, which I love to do on my show. Let's see. And I'm not
imagine
even 90s you could do that. You
imagine saying, I love to make fun of the blacks on my show. It's like, Jesus.
Treated everyone the same. That's the way it is at a boxing gym. That's the way it is at a skate park. That's the way it is in a blue collar environment on an oil rig. Basically, in any environment where people are working hard and have bigger fish to fry, you have good comedy. But when people are bored, spoiled, rich kids, brats with nothing else to do, that's when you get into the weeds of that was offensive.
Hot take.
Yeah, totally. And listen, it's not just, the thing is like if you ignore the fact that there are these ridiculously different cultural stereotypes, you're just leaving a lot of joy on the table. There's a lot of fun in it. I mean, and you find it, the thing about the way I grew up with race being such a
here we go
in everything that I did and experienced, I just see racial shit where other people don't, like watching real estate shows on Netflix, which brings us to this next clip. Might be my favorite this week.
This week, reality television kicked down the door of the master bedroom on diversity by unveiling the first ever all-black real estate show, Selling Tampa, on Netflix. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the Selling series, it started with Selling Sunset on Netflix, which is just a show about a bunch of big-titted dumb blonde bitches selling real estate in Hollywood. Now, this one pivots to black women in Tampa who sell real estate by walking you through the house and showing you all the different places you can empty your nutsack. I'm serious. Look at clips of this show. It's just women like, you could fuck in this room, you could fuck in that room, you could fuck in this room. Now, I've been holding back on this announcement for you guys, but tune into the show next week where you can see me on the show buying my very first home with 6 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms. I don't know what a bathroom is, but I'm excited to shit in one. Y'all show yourself around. I just imagine that's all black real estate. Why don't y'all just show yourself around? She's sitting in a lawn chair at the front of the house.
Did you watch this show, Gavin?
No, I've never seen it before.
Oh my God, it's so funny. I'm dead serious. That
Gavin has no reaction to any of this. He's like, why am I here? Why am I here? It's literally just a man making fun of how black people talk. And by the way, that has its place. That has its place. This is a top 4 clip because you said bedrooms and bathrooms. It's like, Jesus. These are the highlights, guys. This is the best. Gavin hates him.
That was a moment where I was talking to the person filming.
Gavin's like, no, I never watched this. I don't know what you're talking about. He doesn't watch your show. It's on his network, and he doesn't watch it.
Off camera, and I just left it in the show. But there's literally a moment in there. She's like, "Why don't y'all just show yourself around the house?" And I was just like, oh.
He's like, "No, this is censored TV live. This is their live end of season recap. You can tell by how the let's check the chat."
That's the job. That's what you get paid to do. And like the funny thing about comparing selling Tampa and selling Sunset is the women from selling Tampa get around and talk about what boss bitches they are, and through the entire first season they don't sell a single house.
Yeah.
They're like late to meetings all the time. They're not showing up to shit. They're like drinking the entire marketing budget. And they're just like, what? That's this chick right here, who's the leader. She's like, why ain't y'all selling nothing? She's just like whipping everybody in the ass because nobody is actually closing any deals.
That's amazing. I wonder what the actual stats are on that show as far as selling shows go. You know, that would be such a controversial thing to do, to look at the actual sales of the Sunset one and the Tampa one and compare it. But they would never do that, of course, because they know the results would look racist. Isn't it funny? Speaking of sexism, I was talking to Milo about this once. We were having lunch, and he said, name something a woman does better than a man in the workforce.
New clip.
I understand you could be cursed with a big forehead, but why would you be proud of that? Like, I have no chin, so I grow a beard. If you have a massive forehead, grow some bangs.
Yeah, I mean, and look at those fucking mommy jugs she's got going on there. Those look like they're right up your alley, Gavin.
I'm an ass man, but I don't kick any tits out of bed for eating crackers.
It's hard to find his little clips.
We'll roll to a clip here. Speaking of unfuckable and unbearable women, it reminds me of the topic of this next clip.
Now, you might know Deborah Messing from the show Will and Grace, which is basically a reboot of Three's Company, except the woman is so unbearable, the other two guys on the show would rather fuck each other where the shit comes out.
That's how I describe. That's how I describe homosexuals. Now. These guys fuck each other where the shit comes out. That's well. I told you that.
Is there like this is like right wing 101 starter kit, but like what left wing people think right wing people are, just racist and anti-gay. 100%. 100%. This makes no sense. This is garbage.
That joke was born out of me telling you the story on your show about going to the gay optometrist and him going, yeah.
Let's get to the next bit. God, we need chapters, Denny. Not that I'd ever do that. Fucking hell. Sorry, it's tough to find his bits.
What a stupid rule. The other thing I'm worried about, I know we're straying from the premise of.
Oh, they just go off.
You lying bitch.
You bitch. You
don't
fucking
want
you.
this.
I don't want you to want it. That's how long we've been together.
Yeah, we had Donovan on the show yesterday, Crip Daddy, and he's like, sometimes these women will hit on me, and I'm like, what kind of sick pervert wants to fuck a cripple?
Right. Yeah. It's just, how dare you? How dare you, madam? It's going back to food for a minute. It's amazing that states like California or those coastal states would care about pizza pollution or anything like that, because they have much bigger fish to fry, no pun intended. They have way bigger environmental problems, as our next clip will clearly illustrate.
Whoa.
In recent wildlife news, 600 tons, that's at least to a me, of dead marine life washed ashore in Tampa. See, this was the result of a red tide, which happens when poisonous gases get released in the water, killing all of the wildlife.
Okay, hold on. What's the punchline? This is called when poisonous gases are released in the water. It can't be anything other than a period joke, right? This is Josh Denny we're dealing with. Lazy Writing 101. Haven't seen this, but we have to be going period joke, right?
I get mad.
I get mad when she pretends she wants to fuck me still. Like, don't act like you want to do this.
You lying bitch.
You bitch. You
don't
fucking...
want this.
I don't want you to want it. That's how long we've been together.
Yeah, we had Donovan on the show yesterday, Crip Daddy, and he's like, sometimes these women will hit on me, and I'm like, what kind of sick pervert wants to fuck a cripple?
Right. Yeah. It's just, how dare you? How dare you, madam?
Josh says...
it's going back to food for a minute.
Somebody in the chat thinks it's going to be racist. It's red tide. Fish, toxic gas. What's it going to be?
It's amazing that, states like California or those coastal states would care about pizza pollution or anything like that, because they have much bigger fish to fry, no pun intended. They have way bigger environmental problems, as our next clip will clearly illustrate. In recent wildlife news, 600 tons, that's at least to a me, of dead marine life washed ashore in Tampa. See, this was the result of a red tide, which happens when poisonous gases get released in the water, killing all of the wildlife. I wonder what might have caused that. Oh, you pesky Mexicans. Did you see the soldier?
Wow.
He's like, man, the pizza this year's...
It was a racist one. You got it.
Gonna suck.
Yeah, I don't have time to deal with this. I gotta go.
They're ruining all the water.
I can handle one or two illegals crossing the ocean, but...
So he thinks Mexicans are running up into Florida? I don't even know. Like, I'm from Florida. I lived there almost 30 years. Cubans is who comes up to Florida. Mexicans don't really come into Florida. It's not traditionally a problem we've had. There's much easier ingress to the United States than Florida. So this is dumb.
I can't arrest 500 people.
He's just like, this is...
All his jokes don't make sense or he got them wrong. Period joke would have been better. You're right.
This is pandemonium. I can't fucking... What do you want me to do about this?
When I initially saw that, I thought it was all black people swimming, and your joke was something about hair product and hair straightener, perm cream. And I was
Jesus, they're doing like a Jerry curl bit now. It's like these guys are Baby Shark 101 when it comes to doing bits.
When I was watching, I was like, wow, that's the most racist clip we've ever had on the show.
Oh, really? I feel honored to believe that I think was I talking about I think it was a bit I was talking about Madam C.J. Walker.
Who's that?
The
right.
First female millionaire in America who was a freed slave black woman who made hair care products.
Oh yeah.
That's probably what I was talking about.
Yeah, no. I was talking about that previous clip.
Why would you ever talk about that? Why are you bringing that up? That's crazy.
But it's funny how during Black History Month they're always like, we should boycott white business and only support black business. And every time I look up black-owned businesses, it's always hair care products.
Oh yeah, there's a million of them.
It's never Boeing.
They go on Shark Tank all the time.
Yeah.
And they're just like, we just found a niche in the market, which is, brown paint for your brown face, and nobody's really doing that yet.
Well, it's like when we were watching the Drew Barrymore show, and
yeah.
black entrepreneurs made popcorn with like Cajun sprinkles on it, some sort of fucking powdery sauce. Okay, good work.
Yeah. What we did was we have successfully chocolified the recipe, and then that is what's gonna make the. And also,
I mean, this is crazy, dude.
We don't want white people exploiting us for capitalism out here.
Yeah.
It's just like,
surely the chat's got to be fired up. Let's check it. Not one chat message.
also, how is that like? Aren't you always?
Are we down to clip number 1 now? The best clip of the show ever? Favorite clip? Fuck, I can't find it. When does he do his favorite clip? Shit.
Change, and they say y'all and stuff.
Oh
and
yeah,
do
the codes.
hand.
There it is. Best clip ever on his show. Here we go.
That's what I want to see. I want to see a girl diddling herself while missiles are landing around her.
Yeah, who's paying for that? I'm dying. I'm not horny anymore.
Yeah, that's the turnoff with some OnlyFans things is like when you see the woman in a third world country and you go, oh God, that's what they call an apartment over there?
Gross.
Yeah, you're just like, it's like, that looks like a bomb shack.
They don't have stuff.
Yeah, it's funny because we're talking about the cross section of baseball and porn, which leads us to this next clip. We'll wrap up on this clip here.
In sporting news, the MLB All-Star Week kicked off with the Home Run Derby on Monday.
So he made this countdown. This is clip number 1, which means the best clip ever. But he's not even selling that anymore when he goes to the clips. He goes, and we got this next clip, and we'll end on this one. It's like, no, this should be like, and the number 1 clip ever on my show from the first season. But he doesn't do that. He's tapped out. Gavin's response is nonplussed. No one is into this. Then we got an MLB All-Star Game home run derby joke. What are we thinking? The chat's guessing over there on his. Oh wait. Imagine keeping the chat up. Let's wind it back 10. And hear him out.
Leads us to this next clip. We'll wrap up on this clip here.
In sporting news, the MLB All-Star Week kicked off with the Home Run Derby on Monday. It was won for the second consecutive season by Mets player Pete Alonso. Now, I was excited to see Shohei.
Right. It's got to be a race joke, right? Everything's a race joke.
Ohtani season by Mets player Pete Alonso. Now, I was excited to see Shohei Ohtani hit, but I don't understand. Why did they keep blurring his bat?
That's only funny if you watch Japanese porn.
Yes. Remember that guy who would lick his back?
Yeah, these jokes aren't good enough. People don't get them. Like, you have to explain all of your jokes because none of these are landing. Even Gavin's sitting there like, oh, I thought the joke was this. And he's like, no, it's this. And he's like, oh. And he goes, you got to do this if you want to get that joke. And then Gavin's like, cool. Why do we pay you money? Your number 1 clip was a niche joke. Yeah, good point. This is crazy. The chat hates it. They're very upset.
No.
The joke is there's not one message in the chat. No one watched this.
Oh, that's fantastic. Who licked his bat?
Oh, fuck. What was it? It was a black guy.
Of course it was.
Dominican, I think. And when he was at the plate, like I don't mean privately, when he was about to bat, he would go.
Oh, was
Casey
it
at the bat?
Yasiel Puig?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yasiel Puig or Puig?
Yeah, Dodgers. Look at that.
Sometimes thinks about
Nothing. Let's see how they fizzle out and end it.
Yeah, I think so. That's the guy from.
By the way, he's got the Jinkum logo down here in the bottom of all his videos. The Jinkum logo. It's like, okay.
But laughing instead of crying.
Yeah, it's they're better.
Let's see how awkwardly this ends. I can't wait.
Laughers than we are. That's why I enjoyed when I first started coming up in black clubs and nightclubs, because white people have this very like holding up scorecards attitude when they watch comedy in groups, and black people just want to have a good time.
Yeah. Few people know that about you, that you started out as a black comic, really.
Yeah, I was wearing Sean John velour tracksuits on stage with the one pant leg pulled up. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
And the thing is like I just to me, if you're a white comic and you've never done those rooms or you can't do those rooms, you're not a tested comedian. Like it's way harder to make a bunch of black people laugh as a dude with this face and body than it is to make fucking nerdy white people laugh.
Yeah. Good point.
Way hard. All right, brother. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Brother.
Go over to censored.tv. You get next week tonight.
Who's everybody? You might as well be asking for hair cream from a Jersey barber.
You get Gavin's show, Get Off My Lawn, and like, what do we have? 30 other shows over there.
We do indeed. I think.
Did they all stop producing shows 8 months ago, like you too?
30, because it's all the new shows, but then there's also all the archive shows. So there's more content than you could see. If we gave you censored.tv and you were also sent to prison, you'd be like, well, this isn't so bad.
Yeah, you'd have enough content to get you all through. And I saw you're putting old episodes of the Gavin McInnes show up there now too.
Yep, that's every Friday too. So I used to be nervous about saying new content every day. Now it's like NBC saying new content every day. It's a doy.
Yeah, just it's coming out. It's a waterboard of content.
It's not true. Go look at it.
And good shit. And we did a lot of
maybe a year ago, and they said that.
The holidays for
I mean, go look at it now. It's a drip. Nobody's doing shows anymore over there except Gavin.
Are new to censored or didn't catch that. That's a fun watch.
Yeah, that
chat room goes crazy.
I can only imagine how. I remember tuning in. I think when I tuned in, you were at like hour 7, and then I tuned in at like hour 23.
That is funny, man. Great one.
Come on, I neglected to mention our top sponsor and thank them so much.
This is going great.
Thank you, Matt, for making that marathon seem like nothing at all. Of course, the following 4 days were unbelievable aids, but the marathon was easy.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember watching most of it and being like, the recovery time on this is going to be rough.
I remember. Yeah, what do you remember? Yeah, do you remember anything? Cool, cool.
Yeah, we've got some exciting stuff for people. I don't want to announce anything yet because we got a lot of details.
No, you don't.
Because censored might be coming through your television very soon.
Good tease.
Yeah, there we go. Thanks everybody for tuning in.
Later, Josh. I got to piss.
Oh, God. Hear Josh clicking around to stop the show. Justin asked a great question. Would you rather watch this or Unbothered? It's like, ugh. That's tough. That is tough. The stock market pre-market opens in 20 minutes. Dear God, it better be good this week. I can't have another bloodbath. You know, I don't make enough. Let me check my front camera. Let me make sure that this guy is out of here. That was creepy. There could actually be a real stalkerman type of situation. I don't know. We're going to get out of here. We'll see you later this week. I've got a lot of shows to get out. So be watching our YouTube. There'll be some clips also. And again, it means a lot to me. You hit like on the videos. You subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Thank you so much, okay? Thanks for being here. Thanks for liking me. Thanks for having fun. Thanks for believing in me. Thanks for the hugs. Thanks for the whispers. Thanks for the cuddles. Thanks for the fears.
I don't like the look of. I don't like the look of it.